Well, we normally come to you from the showroom at Wickerworks of Brownsburg, but we're outside this time bringing you a little piece of home. Tammy Heshina, of course, from Wickerworks of Brownsburg. Thanks for having us out here. This is a beautiful space. I love this.
Thank you.
It's so nice. Okay, so you're telling me this piece of furniture, the entire set, like 12 years old?
Yes. Isn't that
wow.
crazy? Yeah.
That is so crazy. I mean, it looks in impeccable shape, but you said really all that had to be done was something with the cushions.
Right. I just was tired of the cushions that I had. They were still fine. I was just tired of them.
Yeah.
So I just got a different fabric.
So you replaced them, but that's really all that needed to be done because you said because of the critters, right?
Right. So then I just went ahead and used the same toss pillows that I've had all along.
Right.
Mixed those in.
But I think that's so much of a big part of what you and I talk about oftentimes is that you don't have to get a brand new set.
Right.
You can just kind of change out this, maybe change out that.
Right. And I mean, that's kind of the awesome part of making an investment. The initial expense is a little bit higher, but when you have it for 12 years and it still looks brand new, it's definitely worth it.
Well, and speaking of brand new, because I have a patio set that typically I think, okay, let's bring in all the cushions in the winter. It's raining, we need to bring them all in.
Right.
You don't necessarily need to do that with this type of fabric and material.
No, I mean, this is obviously total exposure. It's meant to get wet. I never bring my cushions in except for in the wintertime because I don't want the mice and squirrels to make a little home in them in the wintertime, and so I store them then. But other than that, all summer long, fall, I just leave them out.
This is a perfect example, too, because it is fully exposed. But back behind us, of course, you have another beautiful piece back there, which is like a table fire pit area. But you're also incorporating the colors, so it almost kind of goes full circle.
Right. I just kind of transitioned, from the reds over to the greens, but just kind of keeping in mind, the toss pillows. And it's really been, like a great way to be able to use the area because this is more loungy. That's where we eat, but it also is a fire pit.
Right.
So mixing in the cast aluminum with the wicker.
And I know that's what you help your customers with too, the flow, right? So it's different pieces and it's separate, but it all sort of also goes together. And you're mixing metals too. I see the wicker, which again, don't let that name fool you because there's so much more than just wicker, but with like the aluminum as well.
Right, just mixing in the aluminum tables. It just gives it, just a little bit more of an updated look and just not all the matchy-matchy, which, I mean, some people like matchy-matchy and that's fine, but I just chose to mix in different materials.
But again, you can actually come to your guys' showroom, try the stuff out in person, sit in it, see what you like, see what feels good, because as you tell me, Tammy, not everybody is the same. What one person likes, maybe another, it's not quite their style.
Right. And that's the importance of actually coming in, sitting on the furniture, because they all sit differently. And some people like it softer cushion, some people like a harder cushion, some people like it deep-seated, some people like it shorter-seated. So you really need to come in, sit in it, and just see what works for your
I think so
desires.
too, And then I look at a space like this, and some people are not as good as you are at this, trying to envision. And I love the fact that you say bring in pictures or even measurements and let us know, and then you almost know, almost like immediately what would work, right?
Right. I mean, once we talk to our customers and we find out like how they want to use the space, and then when we have pictures and drawings, it just makes it so much easier to just help the customer just hone in on what's going to be perfect for their area and for their uses.
Yeah. And especially someone who has kids, I always worry about stains, and there is total exposure, and there's critters and birds and whatever. But again, this fabric, you don't have to worry about that.
Right. Nothing will stain it. It will not fade. The color goes all the way through the thread. To clean it, you use bleach, soap, and water.
I still can't believe that. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you can use bleach on this?
Yes, and it cleans up beautifully, and there's just no work to it.
That's amazing. And you and I talk about sale. I know you guys have had a lot of great sales lately. Talk to me perhaps about that if you have anything going on or what's on the showroom floor right now, because I know a big thing with you guys, you don't have to wait. If you see something like, you can get it.
Right. If we have it in stock and you like what we have, you can buy it today, have it tomorrow, and then we're fully stocked. We have a lot of furniture to choose from as well.
I like that, different varieties to fit your specific needs. Tammy, thank you so much. Of course, you guys can learn more at wickerworksofbrownsburg.com.